he kind of turned around and sniped off a couple more sentries, but he did lose that Immortal, so these Colossus can now be a little bit, could be a little bit more effective because the Immortals are really good against these Colossus. Which is up to mentor now. Now we have 2 Colossus, so yeah, he's definitely gonna have to back out. He really needs to start that Nexus again now that he's, you know, won that fight and he's a little bit free and clear because he's oversaturated here. So even if he doesn't have to build, even if he doesn't build any more probes, he'll still get some better saturation. He'll still be able to get some better income, which he really needs to do. I don't know what's kind of going on there because right now, I mean, back at the income tab, yeah, I mean, we're about 300 or 400, you know, more minerals per minute and twice as much gas than. And he's ahead by 15, so he really needs to, I think, expand here pretty quick, or else he's just going to get in trouble. So he's warping in more zealots, probably because he's a little bit starved on gas, because yeah, he's only mining off the two simulators there. So he does his own observer. He's going to be able to see that observer, and he's probably going to be able to go check out what's going on down here. Which does he have? He's got a second robotics facility, so he'll be able to pump out. So he's actually pumping dual immortals. So it looks like he's not actually opting to get Colossus. He's got the Twilight Council, so we'll probably be seeing either Blink or a Zealot Charge here in a second. I'm going to keep the production tab open so I can look out for that. More sentries, probably because he knows he's still pretty zealot heavy, and it looks like he's going to be pushing out here. I think his extended thermal lance is done. Checking that out. Yeah, okay, it's done. So he's got 3 Colossus and several Stalkers, and back at the army tab, it is, now it's in NightEnd's favors, actually pretty significantly. He's up to 18 supply over, actually no, sorry, it's actually RoX's favors over, oh wow, he's like way outnumbered here. That expansion's, you know, definitely what's causing that. So he did lose all of his zealots. He still has all these sentries, which he probably should throw up a guardian shield, you know, for, you know, take some damage off that splash attack. But it looks like he didn't really need to. He outnumbered him enough, and he's gonna, you know, micro back because these Colossus, you know, with all that range, they can, you know, just kind of dance them back a little bit. And actually, you can walk him down this cliff and then start poking him off over here. But if he's not careful, he's gonna lose a whole bunch of these Stalkers too. And actually, okay, there you go. He's gonna back those off. That's another kind of cool thing about the Protoss versus Protoss. That was like all the units are kind of the same speed, or at least really close. So it's kind of this really fluid motion. It's just really fun to watch. I don't know. I just really like it. So, I mean, it was not a huge battle. A little bit of an exchange. Few units lost. Not a big deal. Definitely in, while, you know, Rox here does have better unit composition, I would say. I don't know about a better unit composition, but he does have, you know, the army advantage. He is losing a little bit more, but he can't afford it because he has this extra expansion. So, I mean, while he's losing more units, it's not really hurting him too bad. And actually, he's got all this extra money. He really needs to throw down that expansion. I mean, he's got a little bit of map control right now because he's out here in the open. He's got lots and lots of Colossus. He's got the minerals for an expansion. He really needs to throw that thing down, like, super, super bad. But I think he might just be trying to end it here, but I don't think that's really going to happen because his army's pretty, it's bigger than his. So, I mean, it's actually a lot bigger than his. It's almost 20, he's like 20 supply almost over him. I mean, some of that's drones. Actually, all 20 of that is drones, I guess, or probes. So, or it's 19 of it's probes. So I guess it isn't really, I mean, it's pretty even-sized armies, I guess. These Colossus here actually doing massive damage to like all these units, and he has to be careful because of these Immortals. So that's a lot of Immortals too. I mean, those Immortals could take out these Colossus so fast. I mean, they also take out the Stalkers even faster. So he's kind of keeping them back. So he's really just trying to harass them a little bit. But with his observer here, you can always see it coming before he gets there. So it's not really a huge deal. Now, what he could do is actually dance around over here and like pick out pylons and supply block him if he really wanted to. But obviously, he's just going for the army. Now actually what he needs to do with these Colossus is actually probably focus fire a little bit better, kind of either focus on these Stalkers over here who are looking like they're going to try and get a little bit of flank. They might try and go around over here. Oh yeah, oh, so he got Blink done. I actually had the production tab closed, so I missed that. Anyway, so he's losing a whole bunch of Immortals, not really losing any Colossus, but he lost all of his Stalkers, so he's really got to be careful with these Immortals, or these Colossus here. He's going to start losing them here. This Colossus is probably going to go down here in just a second. One going down. This one's probably going to go down next, or this one. The Immortals, it looks like they're not really focus firing too much on the Immortals. Almost gonna lose that one. Okay, it looks like he just barely got that thing away. If he brought his observer with, he probably would have been able to pick it off so he could see the high ground. He's got to be really careful with this guy, keep him in the back, or else he's gonna lose him. Nice blink from the Stalkers. Could have just picked that one off, but it looks like he kind of missed that. Now he's mined out here, almost so close. Like I said, he should have expanded so long ago, and then you know he wouldn't be stuck in this position now because now his army is much smaller. He's got these Colossus, but you know he's got Rox here just right outside his front door, so he can't get that expansion out safely. And now if you look at his Intum tab, it's down to almost nothing. He's completely mined out. He's forced a long distance mine now because I don't even think he has. Yeah, he's a little short on money for a Nexus. Now, Rox did back out, so this could be his opportunity to expand, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know what all these probes are doing. They're kind of going the wrong way. He needs to get back up there and do some mining. Now, he's pulling all his guys. He's going. Oh, okay. Looks like this is his last hoorah. Looks like he's going all in at this point. Bring all of his probes, bringing everything he's got. So we've got, what do we have here? I'm just curious. We've got 9 Zealots, 4, okay, yeah, here he goes. Yeah, okay. I think this is going to be a little bit one-sided because, I mean, all this army's huge, and I think at this point it was, yeah, this is way in Rox's favor. So, he lose all of his guys really, really, really quickly. It was kind of nice, though, how he, you know, kept the Zealots over here on the Stalkers to try and keep these Colossus alive. But, I mean, they just died so quickly. Because, I mean, these Immortals, even though they do way more armor to, damage to armored units, they still do, I mean, they do 20 damage a shot, which is pretty good. You know, even versus Zealots. So he's going to try and micro back, but, I mean, this is just, I think this is just playing around at this point. Because these two Colossus aren't going to be able to, you know, keep him alive. Because he has no probes, he has no income, he's got 2 Colossus while he still has his mighty bit. Yeah, there's the GG. So, yeah. I mean, that was a pretty good game. It was like a, you know, a little bit of kind of exciting exchanges. There was a little bit of fighting over here, a little over here, and I kind of like how he's using this Colossus. But I mean, he needed to expand. He was just trying to end the game, and I mean, his economic advantage was just, or Brox's economic advantage was just so huge that he couldn't end the game there because he just didn't have the army size because he didn't have the income. And I'm gesturing with my hands again, and actually looks like Brox was going to throw down another expansion over here, but oh well, very little point, and he had this pylon over here for some reason. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a super epic game. I wasn't craving a glass of water like usual. Actually, I just had my cup of coffee, which was nice. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks.